Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Portal 2. We are having the time of our life going through this game. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And now we're going down into the next area. We're on chapter 3, I think it is now. But yeah, GLaDOS is being so nice, being so gentle with us, as always, being so kind, as I always say. Just constantly doing nice things for us.
Next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out.
Oh my God.
I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Can I say as well that, like, while I know some of the dialogue, I love the way this kind of like glitches in, by the way. While I know some of the dialogue is meant to be her just joking about us, or joking and trying to like get her under her skin. That is, and it always is that kind of way. I do think that like since she's trying to get under her skin, that again is also this conversation of like what's happening in the outside world for our character and stuff like this too. And her like saying like, oh well, I'm gonna go up to the surface and see a deer, you know. It also plays on our character's mind who's like trapped in this facility, while like again it is her just trying to be like really hurtful towards us. That would kind of work. It's kind of like one of those situations where like if you've been trapped in here for a bit and you escape and then you're trapped in here again, it's dark, it's dingy, it's really scary. There's only like little small bits of natural light shining through every once in a while. Someone describing like, hey, like maybe I'll see a deer, I'll bring you up to the break room, maybe I'll tell you about the deer. It does rub like salt in the wound, right? It really does. Look at this, man. These spaces are so much bigger as well, aren't they? There's a jumping platform already. There's a cube over there getting bullied. I also know, by the way, like I definitely do solve these puzzles sometimes in weird ways. And I know sometimes I do it in a very obtuse way that like for example, I didn't even rotate the cube last time. I know this. But I also like, while like I can learn from mistakes like that, because again, rotating the cube is something that like is a worthy thing to know to do. Also, I think in some cases I love being able to solve puzzles in weird ways, because that shows the game is more than just a one-dimensional game. It's a three-dimensional game that has many things to offer. So when we jump up here, whoa, I thought we were just gonna go straight up, but we went over here. There's a laser pointed here and that activates this, I guess. So we maybe want to deactivate this. This area is gigantic. These puzzle areas have become so big. There's also a jump platform there. Do we want to like block this laser in some way so this deactivates and maybe this falls down, so then we can actually jump onto that? That's all we have to do. So we have to get the block up here somehow, which if you just grab that block, it should be okay, right? For sure. Oh, we're landing here anyway. I was gonna do a little bit of a trick jump. So we have to get this block somehow. What's down here? Oh, man, whenever this happens, it almost feels so freaking weird. Like there's like a little bit of cleanup happening every once in a while. It's so freaky to me. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So I'm wondering if this will be a momentum situation. Let's put this down here anyway. Yeah, if we can maybe do this. I don't know if that'll work, but let's see. Close. So maybe even, oh, maybe even higher? So if I put that even higher. Wrong one. It's okay, we can put the blue down here. Yeah, like, these places are so big now, but like, honestly, I feel like that's the natural progression, right? It's gonna get bigger. There we go. Can I have this? Thank you. The way they were like playing with the cube as well is kind of crazy. Let's drop down here as well. Okay, and then jump up here. This is super fun. I keep thinking we're gonna get hit by the laser. So if I block this laser, right, that will knock that, and then we can jump down again. Hopefully. This music as well, very tense, isn't it? It's very tense. Whoa. Okay, now we're back over here. I shouldn't say back over here. We went to the back of the area. Okay. So if I activate this, that drops the cube down here, a reflector cube. Is it coming up to us? Oh, that's nice. So we have a reflector cube. So actually, this is not what we want from this. I don't think. Is it? And if we do that again, the laser's here. We want this to drop down by activating the laser. Let's see. And then we have to drop it onto that. Could this be a momentum situation in some way too? Because if we jumped off here, we're going crazy. It activates this and allows us to unlock another block, but that just like makes the block disappear, right? We can't have 2 blocks at once. Yeah, GLaDOS is not letting that happen. Is it a matter of reflecting this laser though? Because there's a reason why this is reflecting, right? Unless it's a thing where we can shine the laser up somehow. Unless it's another laser as well, that's the thing as well. So there's definitely, this is definitely important. Oh. Yep. No problem whatsoever. Oh my god, That's crazy. Is there a way to activate up here? Oh. Maybe that's not what we have to do here. No, it is. It 100% is. We need the reflector cube down here. Not the other way around. Yeah, we need the reflector cube down here. Because then I'm going to reflect it at the wall over there. Yeah. Let's go. We need the reflector cube. Let's go. This is so fun, man. It's just like, okay. I think I have to go right in the middle. There's just always a feeling of just like excitement playing this game. Wonder. A little bit of creativity jumped into it as well. You know what happened there? I say I moved whenever I was doing that. Because again, the game is going to guide you in where it wants you to go. So if I drop down here, right? We can take this block. Because that's what we need. Then I'm going to use this to reflect towards here, right? And then I'm going to take this block up with me, again. And we're going to go all the way up. I think this is what we have to do. We'll see anyway in a second. Lovely stuff. And then if I create an orange one here, yeah, and that will knock down that. But what does this platform being flat do for us? Oh, because maybe we can go all the way up there somehow? Interesting, because look at those platforms over there. So somehow we have to get on those platforms. There's also one up here. You see what I mean? Somehow we have to like... Oh yeah, no, it's all sorted. Yeah, it's also... Oh, sorry. It's all sorted. Yeah. Because that was what was blocking us in the first place. Just, we have to put our trust in the jump platforms, 100%. So fun. Very fun one. That was a very fun one.
Well,
I think one of the things...
Pass the test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans. But with you here, I've got more test subjects than I'll ever need.
Oh my god. Saying like, hey, like, I don't need anyone else. I got you, right? Why would ever... And that's like kind of telling us like, hey, this is our fate. This is our life now. I was gonna say, I think breaking it down into parts is very good. Like, when I first came in here, it was daunting because it was so big. Once you go like, okay, just get everything we can in the vicinity. Bit by bit, you know? Don't think of it as one big puzzle. Think of it as a puzzle with different parts. And it worked out very well for me. Not very well, you know, but I had fun doing it. There we go. That was a great puzzle. That was a great puzzle. Or was it? No, it was. It definitely was. And I think it's just like, again, as I say, how fun they are every single second, because the gameplay is so smooth, because everything feels so good to play. It really does just have like such a like a feeling of just like every second is good. It reminds you of like playing Resident Evil. It's like every second of Resident Evil is fantastic. You know, there's not a hair out of place. It's a different style of game. Well, they have puzzles, but you know what I mean? Every second is just fun. Even when you're not figuring stuff out, it's still fun. Look at how dingy this is. I think it's a testament to how good the game is.
Bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face.
You sure?
It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
So we can't jump on it? We can jump on it. But we can't put our hair on it. Okay, so this is a new mechanic of some kind. I was gonna say it's a sign of a good game to me that... Oh, we can pass it through or something? Maybe? It's a sign of a really good game to me. Oh, to create a bridge maybe somehow to go across here? But how would that work? Like to like this? That's so cool! Yeah, it's a sign of a good game that even when I'm not doing well, I'm still having fun. That's a sign of a good game to me. A sign of a bad game is when I'm not doing well and... Well, no, I don't want to say that, because I think sometimes games, people like, you know, people can rage about a game that they're just confused about and they're actually just playing it wrong, and that can happen. So I don't want to say that, but you know what I mean? I just think it's a sign of a good game that even when you're failing, it's a fun game, you know? That's just my view. Where's the block? What? Sorry, where was that? Over here? Is that where it is? No, this is connected over there. But it's dropping into the water. Interesting. Do we need to create a bridge down here or something? To stop it from dropping into water? That's right. We haven't seen that yet, right? Because we can't jump down. But we can create a bridge anywhere, by the way. We can literally do this. Which is really, really cool. We can do this. But that doesn't stop the glass. Or we can do this. That'll stop it, right? No, we have to get past it, though. So maybe we jump down over there. Somehow. Oh my god, this is a really fun idea for platforming. This is really fun. This is super, super fun. Oh my god, this is so fun. But then we're probably gonna die here though, right? That's the problem. Unless we do this. Yes! This is the most fun. It's so fun. What a creative way of doing platforming. So around here. Wait. And a little bit. Let's grab when it comes down. Yes, I am in love with that. I am in love with the way they did that. That's awesome. That's so cool. And then we just create the other bridge here again. So cool. What a really great way to introduce a new mechanic, but also at the same time too, an inventive way of redoing platforming, right? Just dropping down into different platforms that you create with these portals. What are we? Oh, now we have to get over there. So we're still not done, which again I'm not upset about, because that means we're having fun. So if I could have just passed through here to get to the other side. What am I doing? Again, I know people, that's one thing that is something I have to get around my head around sometimes. But like, I don't care. I don't care, right? While I should be going through this way instead, passing over the bridge is fun. Okay, it's fun. All right, guys, it's fun. But now I'm gonna have to do this. Sometimes I like passing over a bridge. So sue me. So sue me, guys. Okay. No, I understand that people are just trying to help sometimes with that stuff. But yeah, for me, it's just like, I know I should have used the portal there, but I like, also like, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to walk across a bridge like this over a dangerous chasm. So I guess we have to create a thing up here. And I'll pass through it like this. And then we can jump over here. Very, very fun. And that activates that, and then we can just go right back over here again. By doing this. And then this. And then this.
Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey.
Oh yeah?
Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them?
Who?
Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly
Oh my
cruel.
god, there it is again. Right, as we said, like, you know, from the song, from everything, GLaDOS genuinely believes, like, hey, I was helping you. I was helping you. And you murdered me. There's such a bitterness in that tone, right? And that want for revenge and to make us feel that kind of pain as well. She genuinely is, like, very hurt by what we've been doing and what we did to her. And it's honestly, like, really, like scary how she brings it up. I know it's funny as well, but it's also scary. Like, oh, is that a turret? It's scary as well. Because, like, it feels like she could do something to us at any moment. And this kind of snarky comments, while funny, it's always like she just wants to see me tortured. She could end this at any time, couldn't she? You know? Yeah. But yeah, very cool level. Really, really fun level. Had a great time with that. Love the way they used that new mechanic. Had a blast.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I saved recycling your one room full of air.
Yeah, because we have
When
carbon
you die, I'm
dioxide.
going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure.
Oh my god, stop. Making fun of my bone structure is too far. It's like the one thing I have, like genuinely. I remember like specifically, like, that's usually like the compliment I get, which probably means like, you know, well, no, it's like sometimes people will say like, oh, you're cute or whatever, but like usually it's like, oh, you've good bone structure. If GLaDOS takes that away from me, I'm done. I'm so upset. Look at that. It's like so aggressively trying to like reform something almost, or trying to be normal in some way, right? But it's always like this resistance, and it genuinely maybe mimics like the resistance that we had to GLaDOS as well, where GLaDOS just can't understand why like her control of this thing isn't always like full, I guess, in terms of like trying to fix this stuff here like this. It shows kind of like her banging her head against the wall almost. Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. It is interesting.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
Can we shoot through this? No?
Hey, up here.
Oh!
I found some bird eggs up here. Just dropped them into the door mechanism. Shut it right down. Bird!
Wait, there's actually a bird up there? Oh, Wheatley.
Okay, that's probably the bird in it that laid the eggs. Livid. Okay, look, the point is, we're gonna break out of here, alright? Very soon, I promise. I just have to figure out how to break us out of here. Here she comes. Just keep testing. Remember, you never saw me.
Again, he's hiding from her now as well, on rails
I
too.
went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be, well, living anymore. Anyway, back to testing.
That's so interesting, because I thought the mechanic was going to be shoot through the door and try to get through the door that way, but it was actually used as a story moment, right? Which is really cool. Wheatley malfunctioned the door for a bit, and now he's trying to find a way to break us out of here. That adds like, again, another tension to the game, right? While we're already in captive, we have to think also about Wheatley. What's Wheatley doing right now? Will Wheatley be able to help us in time? Will Wheatley even be able to help us? It adds another thought in the back of your mind when you're going through this, I feel like, you know? Man, these rooms are so big. I love this new mechanic. I really do. So what does this do? Exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. So we're gonna have to get over here, first of all. Right? That's the first thing we gotta do. Oh my god, that's so scary. And then we're gonna create a beam of light. We're gonna do this. And that does that. But then what we really want is to go over here like this. Awesome. And then we're going to create something like this. Is this going to be okay? Should I do this? Am I going to fall? Yeah, I am. Okay. I thought it was there was something on. I thought like legitimately you could like there was like a space under the bridge area there, but it's okay. We got it. It makes sense. I don't think we even have to do that. Why am I doing? We just have to do this. Yeah. But we also want to get back up on top, so... Yeah, we have to get up there first and then create this. That's why we can't just do that. Because we have to hit the switch first. So let's do this, first of all. To get over here. Activate the switch. Will this just keep dropping down? No, it won't. See, we have to continually hit the switch. Man. Lovely. Okay, now that we have this. Actually. No. No. Back over here like this. Picked it up. This actually might work out. We got this. And then if I do this, it'll go all the way over here. But we wanted to go a little bit lower, maybe? Like here? But that's going to be blocked. Is there a way I can just jump over here like this then? No, see, it's blocked off. So we want it a little bit to the side, I think. So maybe like something like over here? No, because it's a little bit higher. Like that? Good. And then maybe we can do a little jump in? Like jump in like this? No, that's not gonna work out. What am I thinking? Oh, is there parts on the bottom here? Let me see. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Easy. That's perfect. So if I go back out here, and then I create some. Well, we need this thing here as well, though. And if I go there like this, but still, we need the block though. So we should bring the block with us. What am I doing? Yep. Let's go. Come on, Blocky. Here you go with me. Time's you're wasting. And if I drop this here for a second, stay there for a second, and I go, bam, that should work. We got it. Perfect. I love this new mechanic. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section.
Thank you.
Oh, there's lots of room here.
Oh.
Did well. Enough.
Oh my god. Even something small like that, right? Just trying to get at us. GLaDOS, you can write whatever you want for my report. It's a lot of passive aggressiveness though, isn't it? Look at this. A lot of passive aggressiveness from GLaDOS, but that's intended, you know? Yeah, that was the new light bridge mechanic. I'm actually having like a blast with that. I think that like it's a great new addition to what we've already seen.
This next test involves turrets.
Oh no.
You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds.
Oh my god. She said we're gonna get shot to death. We're gonna die. The turret stuff in the first game was really, really crazy. So, yeah, I didn't realize you could even pick these guys up. This music. They always make me feel really bad. The turrets. Yeah, the music is really interesting. It's almost like space-like. A lot of danger within the music, right? It makes me feel like I'm nervous. Well, we want to set up on the other side of them, right? Who are you? It never feels good. Because again, I feel bad for all these machines living in this facility, honestly. Oh. This music is so sick. It feels like a space movie. This music is so sick. Oh, look at the debris here. This place really has gone, isn't it? It's destroyed. Can they shoot through the glass? I don't think so. Deploying. So there's nothing I think we're talking about our old, no, sorry. I was about to say my old pal line of sight. Don't fall for the same thing, Calvin. I was about to do my old line of sight trick again. Is it music or is it them falling, them getting destroyed? I think it might be just a jingle they play when they get destroyed. That's so dark. It literally is like this kind of like little whining sound they play when they die. That's really, really, really dark, man. Because I felt like it was a space soundtrack or something. Close. Oh. The way he comes through so fast, just shooting as well. Can we drop a block through that? What do you think? If you have enough space, maybe? Okay, that worked. I thought we could use it to do that. The safest way to deploy them. Okay. Like again, because as I said last time, these machines make me feel bad because it really feels like they don't, I don't know, like it's like they created them and they were like just left to be like almost sentient. Oh, wow. The elevator's over there. Oh, it looks so weird, doesn't it? But I guess we have to drop down here? This is weird, isn't it? What have we found? I wonder if... Oh. Oh, okay. I wonder what we've stumbled upon here, because it doesn't seem like it's the main thing, right? It seems like it's a side thing.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday.
Oh.
I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you, GLaDOS. You gonna say happy birthday? No? Okay. Again, just trying to dig at us. Just trying to hurt us. And again, I know it's jokes, but like even if it's jokes, I'm still gonna read into the jokes because obviously GLaDOS is like, whoa, what is this? They're like creating the floor. I thought we could get up there really quickly. This is crazy. Yeah, but I was gonna say, like GLaDOS is also a character who like clearly like wants to hurt us, like clearly. So how do we? Is there anything we can? Oh, look at this over here. So it's like a furnace as well. Can we hop up here? Oh, I was like, how do we get up here? A laser shining from over here that's already been redirected. Oh, we have to shine it into 3 things. This should be fun. This should be super fun, actually. So let's start by going this way. Oh, sorry. Let's start by going this way. It's a surefire way just to start. This is gonna be super. So maybe this is just part of the task, but we made a detour, I guess. If I activate this, and then activate this. Close.
You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60
60?
years?
What age am I
Well,
now?
I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well,
Oh.
technically, it's a medical experiment. What's important is it's a present.
Sure, I guess, GLaDOS. So we have something to look forward to for her birthday. Even like the way that the sarcasm in the robot, like in the machine voice, you know, well, like there's like they even programmed like longer pauses. That was a fun mission as well. Was that a bunch of turrets as well? I guess it was. So we got to see like the underbelly of this area too, I guess.
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your
Oh, so it's
file.
official?
On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, wait. It's a she. Still, what does she know? Oh, wait. It says she has a medical degree. In fashion. From France.
Okay, well, she has a medical degree in fashion from France. That's like, sounds like what I do in videos when I say like, oh, this is the greatest character of all time according to NASA. You know? It's the greatest character of all time. 15 out of 22. Interesting. So this is...
There you
Oh, I didn't even see you. Sorry. What's the best way of approaching this? First of all, what if we shoot the wall here like that? Okay.
Target lost.
They can't even see us through here?
Nap time.
Interesting.
Is anyone there?
That blocks us for a second, but we're gonna have to take off the block every... oh, well, we could just do this, couldn't we?
Who's there?
That works out for us. I love that they give you a hint that these can be blocked by. This is just great game design. Really great game design. They can't get through this. They can't shoot through that, and they show you that by showing that they can't be. They can't shoot through it. Oh God. Oh God. You okay? So they can't even see us through this. So somehow we have to block our jump from up here. Or we have to use a portal of some kind. Oh, no, sorry. We have to get that block no matter what. That's the main focus. So I feel like we have to drop down from above up there. So let me just take a look at this area again. Is it... Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Do you think I could just run up and get him? Probably, but that's definitely not intended. What is this here? Oh! There we go. Lovely stuff. And then we create a bridge all the way across here like this, right? But it's going this way, that's the problem. Yeah. Hey! Hey, yeah, calm down. But they can still see us up here. How are we gonna do this to them? We have to get down there somehow and knock them out. Maybe drop a block on them or something? Of some kind? Is there anything over here? I just want to get a glimpse. I just want to get a glimpse. Okay? Is that alright with you? I just want to get a glimpse. Why did we go up here? Nobody knows. Oh, I'm an idiot. We can do 2. Right? Wait, is this glass? We can walk on this? That changes everything. That literally changes so much. So what's the best way to go about this? We can just jump down on top of them maybe? Oh no, that's not how that works. I'm an idiot. What the hell? I had it right the first time. Okay, let's try and drop down on them. Just the sounds of them getting destroyed. But now we also have to deal with this over here. Look at that. There's more turrets here. So I have to go back. I have to go back and get this again, which is not that far, in fairness. I don't know why I thought that worked. There we go. Okay. And then we can just make this disappear. And... It's like you can't nudge them as much as you used to be able to. Right? At least it feels that way. Okay. Oh, now we're back here as well. Look at that. That's really cool. Yep. Perfect. Okay.
I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's interesting.
You saying that's my
It's a
parents?
small world.
You saying that's my parents? I know like there's always a chance you could just be joking, right? But like, again, it's about the psychological aspect of this game. I feel like there's elements of just jokes, but I think also if you put yourself in the shoes of this character, in the back of your mind you're thinking 100 miles per hour, and when someone says that you're like, wait, what? No, it couldn't be. Wait, really? Like it will play on your mind. Let's go down. Yeah, I love the psychological elements of the game. Like, cause to me, like people can say like anything about genres, because I think that's one of the things that like I always think genres are like they meld and they mix together and stuff like this too. While this is a puzzle game, I also see it as a horror game.
This next test, telling you would spoil the surprise, so I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people
Wait, what?
you haven't seen in a long time.
Wait, what? Look at all these different shirts. Is it actually going to be like our parents or something? There's no way. There's no freaking way. She has to be taking the piss. Right? Again, that's what I'm talking about. These psychological elements of this game playing up on our minds so much. It's so intentional to me. Is this how we do it? Oh my god. Super satisfying. Super satisfying, honestly. It's like really funny with the turrets on it. I hope like this. I wonder if this is how you guys feel too. I warp between, oh, this is horrible that I hear them crying, to like, this is a really fun mechanic knocking them over. It's really, really funny that way, honestly. Oh, so this is a redirector, so we can redirect this in some way. Well, obviously, first of all, make the laser activate forever. That's one way to do it. And then the laser won't shoot through the thing, will it? Oh my god, actually will? It'll set them on fire? That's actually I didn't realize that's what was going to happen. Okay, that works. Is that it? Hold on. So GLaDOS was just trying to like make us feel a little bit hopeful. I didn't even notice you. I thought that was just a natural laser. Wait a second. Can we go from the other side? Well, we can probably like well, we could reflect it back at them, right? Just so we can get a look in here at least. Is that not how that works? Do you think we can get in there? Maybe not. Ow, ow! Stop hurting me. Okay, no one told me lasers are hot. No one told me lasers are hot. Okay, I guess this might be just the end of the level. Is it? GLaDOS, what are you doing? Wait. See the paranoia? That this is played up in my mind now? Wait. Can I redo this? I have an idea. Can I redo this? It doesn't autosave though. Does it? What if you can shatter that glass? Because look at the platform here. Is there any way to get back? Because once we went through that, it dissipated the whole laser thing. I don't think it autosaves. You see what I mean? Why is there a platform here? Can I check if they autosave? Yeah, I might check. Now, even if I'm wrong, at least I'm trying something. Even if I'm freaking wrong. Right? I'm not gonna feel... No, maybe it won't work out like that. It's okay. Like, again, it's okay. Even if I'm freaking wrong. I tried something out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think so. Look, I'm glad I tried it out. I'm not gonna feel bad about like exploring because again, she talked about like you know, again, I know it's her just probably playing freaking pranks on us again. I understand that, but I ain't playing around. Wait. Yeah, okay, how would you even get up there? Unless you did this. And then move the reflector cube a little bit. To being right over here, I guess. I'm not saying this is gonna work. I just want to see. I just want to see if it would work. No, okay, 1 second. Wait, we can just get up here then, right? I just want to see if you can break the glass with the laser. We cannot. Okay, we cannot. But at least I know now. You know, at least I know. It's just something I saw. I wanted to try it out. And then we can do the same thing we did here. I think maybe the guys are just playing pranks on us again. But I wanted to check. And here's the thing. I know someone's gonna say, "Well, Calvin, you should know that she jokes sometimes." 100%. But like, I'm still gonna take a chance. It's so haunting, isn't it? It's actually very haunting. Actually, kind of spooky. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna see if we can still do stuff like that. Especially since we know how to get through the levels, you know?
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin.
Very dark, but also GLaDOS' best joke. Because we know that she did something horrible and killed everyone here. But then again, I don't feel bad for the people who worked in here. They were doing something freaking insane in here. I don't feel bad about them. GLaDOS, joke about them again. That was a funny joke. We're almost finished. That can't be the case. No, that can't be the case. I'm 100% in the belief that this is not the case. So I'll start with that, I guess. So there's a cube there. I'm always trying to be on the lookout for secrets. I know I probably missed some secrets 100%, but we can go back and see the secrets. We definitely can. So if there's secret cubby holes or secret areas, please let me know, and I definitely can do that, because I think you can, when you finish the game, you can select the different levels and stuff like that. So I'll definitely go back and check those out if you missed them. Okay. So we go here to get the block. That activates the laser to activate the thing. So technically we need this in a way to, so we need no, we don't need this to block the laser. We need something to block the laser until we don't need it anymore. So if I drop this here and I just choose this. But see, it goes vertical. Yeah, that won't work. No, sorry, horizontal. Horizontal vice. And there's no way to just run up there either. We need something to block the laser. What if we use the camera? What if the camera actually works? Can we pick it up? We can. What if the camera actually works? Would that actually work? What do you guys think? No, it won't work, but still, we can try. We can dream. But now what? How do we get rid of the camera? That's the thing. That's the big thing. Because we can't just go over here. Well, they put this here for a reason. I know what to do. I think I know what to do. So we need to create something like this over here to get here. And we need to get up there first of all. I think I know what to do. And then we need to hit this with the orange. Then we need to pick up this. Well, no, we need the block. What am I thinking? What's wrong with me? Well, we could use the thing actually, but we won't. What's wrong with me? I love that I was fully implementing the camera there. It would have worked. If it could, but I don't think it can put pressure down, and that's the whole point. So we put this here to block this. Right. And then I stand on this. And it's orange, so we need to shoot the orange here. Yeah.
I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise.
So, oh no,
right
so it's
now.
okay. It wasn't
After
that one.
all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
After all these years. We're gonna see our birthday surprise. Chapter 4, the surprise. Well, actually, that would be a good place to end this video then. And then the next one will come on and do chapter 4. Instead of starting chapter 4 now. Even though I don't mind starting a chapter and going into some other stuff as well. But I do think that so far, this has just been, like, as always, really fantastic. Really, really good. There's, like, it's one of those things where, like, I think that, like, since Portal 2 is clearly longer, it's definitely going to be more puzzles, right? And more heavy into the idea of puzzles. But we still have kind of like a similar feeling to what's been happening in the game, but it's kind of like, you know, still new lines and new ideas. But as I said, there's like a new tension there where Wheatley is trying to like help us escape in some way. So it kind of reminds me of the part in a movie when the people that you know are all like tied up or trapped or whatever. And then they, basically like are heading towards like, you know, whether it's the chopping block or prison or whatever. And there's another character on the outside who's like, hey, I'll try and get the key. You know, they come to the prison window. I'll try to get the key. So like there's this feeling with us where we're trapped here doing all this really crazy stuff with GLaDOS. But in the back of our mind, there's always this thing of like, will Wheatley succeed? Can he succeed? And I think that's like a super important aspect of this as well, because it adds another layer to the game. Portal 1 to me was an amazing game filled with so many great puzzles. There was a lot of eeriness to the game. It has a weird kind of like feeling all the time as you're playing it. But I really feel that like Portal 2, and of course like it ramps up as time goes on too. Like, you know, when we get to the turret level, everything gets there like really real and stuff. Because too, it's an amazing game. But I feel like what Portal 2 has done so well is like added like different, not only just mechanics, but Wheatley is another element they've added. GLaDOS being a lot more sinister and mean and kind of cutting and sharp to us has added another element to it too. We have like, you know, Wheatley on our side, which is really great, really fantastic. And that adds an element where we have a friend in here when before we didn't have anyone with us. With GLaDOS kind of being more cruel, I think you need something like that, because beforehand, obviously GLaDOS wasn't really on her side, but it was a situation where like she seemed like she was just like an inanimate machine that was talking to us. So we didn't really feel like we were for or against GLaDOS at the time. I just thought she was like a, you know, created machine that to you know, use to do these tests. So it becomes this thing that like when Wheatley is introduced, now Wheatley is like this companion that offsets that for me. So when I see Wheatley, I go, oh my God, Wheatley. Because it's like, it's after being berated and after being basically tortured for a while. Again, I say torture even though I'm having the time of my life in this game. But story-wise. And then we see Wheatley and we go, okay, there's like a bit of levity. There's something there. There's someone still looking out for us in some way. And that's a really, really cool, important detail to me. That the game knows. I think the game is very much aware of that idea that this is a very important detail, where it changes the dynamic 100%. Because again, we've gone from a game where things are a little bit weird to a game where there's a machine that's like basically saying dance for us. Do dance for me, keep dancing. And I think that's an element to this whole thing that like is always an undertone of this game. The idea of talking about two people that have the same name as us, talking about the deer they saw above. They're trying to remind us constantly that we are trapped in here. And all of these things that we loved outside, or anything that was outside, like the air or the oxygen, even the natural lighting, she said she's pumping it in here. So I can only believe that in some way. So even when I see natural lighting, it's like, oh, it's being pumped in here. All that stuff is kind of leading directly to a feeling of dread. While it's funny, like there's really like she's a really funny line delivery of deadpan stuff. I feel like it's one of those things where like in the back of my mind, it's always like, yeah, but that's pretty scary. That's a really scary idea. And I think the same thing can be said about the little turrets that we destroyed. it's like the little turrets are menaces, and it's a really fun mechanic to pick them up. It's a fun mechanic to knock them over. But then when you're not, it's like, yeah, that's fun, but this still has this feeling of like, this is kind of cruel, right? These machines getting knocked over, they're saying, why? No. So there's like multiple different feelings that go along this game. And I think that it's not a bad thing, because I think that means the game hasn't lost the idea that it's a game, while also giving us a really kind of like meaty, kind of story to bite into that's not infecting. It doesn't interrupt the gameplay too much. Again, you can interrupt the gameplay for a story 110%, but I think that goes against the idea of what Portal is. Portal is about these puzzles, while also being about the kind of overarching environmental storytelling and the story over it. And I have a feeling when they make this game, they really didn't want at any point, at least for now, for you to really be resting, because the story is the gameplay. The story is within the gameplay. The story is, and that's, again, I'm saying that's a lot of games have story within the gameplay. Like the story in the gameplay for a JRPG is like, if you're fighting enemies, you fought those enemies on your journey. It was a long journey. It was a tough journey. But the story in the gameplay in this is you are being made to do these different tests. It's really annoying. It's really sad. And not annoying for us, but you know what I mean, for the player. And every single puzzle we go through is another obstacle we had to overcome, where GLaDOS is having the time of their life watching us do these tests. They want us to do these tests. They even said in this episode, like, to us, like, you know, that we were a monster who kills someone who's just trying to help. They genuinely believe that they were trying to help, and now they're just trying to torture us. It's really, really interesting the way they do that. And yeah, as I said, it's melded perfectly together, where I'm having the time of my life playing this, but I feel like I also have sympathy for my character, who is clearly going through one of the worst experiences you could go through in your life. And I think it's like such a funny thing, because like, again, this game could be meta in a way where it's like we're smiling ear to ear. Sometimes it's scary, but we're smiling ear to ear. But it's like we're playing as a trapped character who's basically a lab rat. You know, it's really, really interesting in that sense. Okay, before we do anything, before we go any further, I'm going to save the game first of all. And then I'm going to go to the main menu. Oh, this new thing as well is really cool. And I'm going to go to the Portal 2 comic. Oh, it goes online? Interesting, okay. How long is it? It's just in different pages? I wonder what's the best way of doing this, honestly. That's fine. We can do it that way. Yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward, but it's fine. I could just hook up... No, it's fine. It's fine. So this is Lab Rat, Portal 2. So you have this imagery here as well. Really interesting stuff. So this is what happened in between the first game and the second game. So we have reality as a story a mind tells itself. And we have all this different machines here. An artificial structure conjured into being by a calcium ion exchange of a million sympnatic fringes. Look at this dude. Oh, I think we've seen a drawing of him before, right? A truth so strange it can only be lied into existence. Our mind can lie. Never doubt it. Summons to heaven or to hell. Here the turret as well. I'm gonna go to 3. Was this real or just in my lying mind again? The companion cube? Can she truly be awake after all this time? No, just a figment of my figment. If she were real, the turrets would have seen her too. We've seen this kind of image before, right? Was she real? Target acquired. The end is finally upon us. So is she talking about us? Because that's us from the first game, right? And there's a doctor watching us in some way? It's like the companion cube is attached to this dude as well. So we have this thing where he's like, for the end times, he's going into the employees only area. The companion cube is saying don't do it. So he's talking to the companion cube. I have to please try. I have to try, please. I have to please try to understand. So these pills, but here it's like he's clutching something different. Again, the reality in your mind is different, I guess. We put cameras in the cameras he'll never suspect. The cube root of 2x is irrational if x is irrational. Genius. Zero episodone. Antipsychotic medicine. Come on, you don't need those anymore. You're fine. It's been so long. Sorry, guys. It's been so long. I've been saving these for the last, for this day. I'm going to need a clear head for what's to come. So do you think he's like he actually is going through like kind of a psychotic episode, and that's why he's talking to the companion cube? This will be the end of us. So yeah, when he takes this medicine, he won't be able to talk to the companion cube anymore, I guess. There are moments when I can almost see the underlying grammar of this place. An impossibility, some mad architecture opus, a relic from the age that it never could have been. It's a metazed amalgam of add-ons, additions, and appropriations building itself out of itself. Beautiful and terrible. And like anything cloned from a cancer cell, probably immortal. So cloned from a cancer cell? So maybe like this facility is kind of immortal, and maybe that's the same thing with kind of like GLaDOS in a way. In a way. Stay to the right. The turret's on your left. Whatever you say. So again, the companion cube is still talking though here. Another mirror to mark the occasion. So he drew the mural of us. Where's the girl now? On our way to the final chamber. I mean, with her. So he was watching us at this point. So this is even before we defeated GLaDOS. He was watching us. She doesn't have a chance. Well, she has more of a chance than you think. Chell, here's the personnel code. So he knew of us. He seemed to like us quite a bit. Boom? Is that the explosion that happened? It is, I think. And there's our personnel file. What was that? Are you okay? The room shook itself to pieces. Like a unbalanced centrifuge. I heard an explosion. What could that mean? I love the art design, by the way. It's really cool. The kind of sketchy art style is really neat. The only one thing it can mean. So you can see him kind of climbing out here. Or climbing into GLaDOS' area. She did it. It's over. The ultimate system crash. So he wanted this to happen. I love the art style so much. It seems like he was looking for GLaDOS to be destroyed. Oh, look at this. It's been a hell of a morning. Missed all the fun. You had to hit the kill switch again. Henry, you have a strange idea of fun. Hey, we're lucky to be working on this. You got a strange idea of luck as well. Great dialogue. Think about it. Every generation gets some new frontier to tackle. Einstein got relativity. The NASA cowboys got the moon. All the easy stuff is taken. I mean, take a look around you. We're on the bleeding edge here of artificial consciousness. And oh, they were creating artificial consciousness. But every time we turn it on, it takes a 16th of a psychosecond before it tries to kill us. So all the time GLaDOS was murderous. Is this when they maybe implanted the other stuff in them? The like consciousness and stuff, I guess? Last time that was a 10th of a psychosecond. See, we're making progress. I'm telling you, this is our generation's moonshot. Cave Johnson here. You lab boys, quit your yapping and get back to work. This has been a pre-recorded message. I'd rather have gone to the moon. So it's interesting, like we're seeing like what happened with GLaDOS beforehand. These scientists were looking to make an artificial consciousness. And in this case, they clearly like accomplished it, but the problem was that it was trying to kill them all the time. Look at this. Where's the girl? She didn't say to check out her handiwork? She must have gotten out probably on the surface soaking up some sun. He has a very romantic view of that. Look at this drawing here. I'm sure you're right. What is the sun you speak of which? Sorry, I keep doing that, guys. That's my bad. And she has the right idea. Come on, we're wasting daylight. Watch for the turret. The queen may be dead, but the hornet's nest has been kicked. Wait, so after we did that, it created like an angry system? Maybe like it's after she died, she had like a failsafe of some kind? That's really interesting. So we have the exit here. Freedom! My eyes! Great drawings again. Shh. I hear something. Quick, get down before it sees you. Oh, they saw us. They saw us. No. It's dragging her back inside. It's dragging us back inside. And it makes sense that the machines would, I guess, like, yearn for us to be here, I guess. Hey, Doug, can I get a hand here? Sure. Just reach inside, past all those gears and turn on the power supply. What is it? Safety first. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Right. Better use your left then. Why? Just in case. What is that thing anyway? It's the latest in AI inhibition technology. You can think of it as a consciousness. If that's all you, it's all you use to control her, it won't be enough. Why is that? You can always ignore your consciousness. So that's the cubes that were put inside of her, I guess? Or the little domes, the balls? You don't have to go back in there. You can just walk away. I can't just walk away, sorry. You're right, walking is too slow. Too slow, run away. Running is what I've been doing, running and hiding. It's why you're still alive. You're not a hero. Heroes die. Listen, it's too dangerous. You're going to get killed. So be it. But I'm done running. I have to at least try to save her. So he had this connection to us. You don't understand. It's my fault she's down there. I'm not leaving her. I would have been trapped forever if not for her. Interesting. Then you really are crazy. So for some reason we were able to, for some reason we're the reason that he's able to like get out of here, I guess. And also he feels like he's responsible for being down here, I guess. Maybe because he's all the experiments he was doing. I'm not feeling so good. Those pills you took, I think the medicine's starting to work. So I'm guessing because he's taking the antipsychotic medicine, the cube is disappearing. Soon you won't need me anymore. I'll always need you. I don't think you will. It's so interesting that the companion cube in this is actually like a character, you know? No. Oh, they've already put her in long-term relaxation. So she's in stasis right now. I need to get the cryo control, but the turret's blocked the way. Her cryo chamber, something's wrong. Life support has been compromised. The explosion blew the main grid. Her chamber is offline. Is that why we're there for so long? All the cryo chambers are offline. I'm only going to get one chance. I have to cross the room, get past the turrets, jump the rail, then dive left onto the right, avoid being shot. Okay, do I dive left or right? Hello, you back there? I think this antipsychotic medicine is working. Very interesting. Left or right, don't make me guess. I'm running out of time. Well, ready or not. Look at this. Is that blood? Must stay conscious. Oh, I think they got shot to bits. The Enrichment Center would like to announce a new employee initiative of forced voluntary participation. If any Aperture Science employee would like to opt out of this new voluntary testing program, please remember science rhymes with compliance. Oh my god. Do you know what doesn't rhyme with compliance? Neurotoxin. So this is when they unleashed a neurotoxin, I think, beforehand. Due to high mortality rates, you may be reluctant to participate in the new initiative. The Enrichment Center assures you this is strictly selfish impulse on your part, and while you can't love science, like insert coworker's name here. And now there's just you, all the others are dead. You avoided capture for weeks, what makes you so different? Delusions of persecution, pathological paranoia, it's all right here in your file. Have you refilled your prescription lately? Bite me. Is this GLaDOS talking to them after this happened? So this is when they unleashed the neurotoxin. And that's when they probably had to go on the run. Schizophrenia is a culturally bound phenomenon. Its pattern of expression filtered through the cultural substrate in which its symptoms develop. In technological societies, this manifests as illusions of surveillance and a belief that advanced technology is deployed against you, usually with some vague, unseen other out to get you. You're not vague, you're pretty damn specific. So GLaDOS is trying to be like, you're just, you are kind of coming up with this idea that I'm out to get you in this way, but like in reality she kind of is. And he's like, no, you're really specific, you are real. If you continue to selfishly evade me, it's not going to reflect well in your file. Of course, the files. It's interesting, like even in this moment, GLaDOS is like talking about this as if it's like a company policy. You have to do this, if not, you're going to be killed. This is going to look bad on you and your files. I can't see you, but I know you're in there. It is just coincidence that you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Now I believe a homicidal computer is out to get you. Come on, how likely is that? GLaDOS is really manipulative, right? I mean, you're really a scientist. What is more likely, that you're being chased by a homicidal computer, or that it's all just a paranoid delusion of an unstable mind? Why not come out of there and see, and you'll see, none of this is real. I'd ask you to think outside the box, but this is, it's obvious your box is broken and has schizophrenia. Speaking of boxes, do you know that thought experiment with the cat in the box with the poison? Theories require cats both to be alive and dead until observed. Well, I actually performed the experiment dozens of times. The bad news is that it really doesn't exist. The good news is we have a new cat graveyard. Oh my god, that's so GLaDOS. That's such a freaking GLaDOS line. Why are you in the file room anyway? What could you possibly be doing? Yes, this one. So what file did they find here? In the event you don't survive the testing process, DNA may be harvested from your body with your consent and used to create the clones in the furtherance of science. Failure to survive the testing process shall be viewed as granting consent. Also, clones don't have souls, you know, like twins. Oh my god, it's so GLaDOS. Whoever wrote this like got GLaDOS down to a T. Look at all these names, by the way. It has to be her. So Chell 1498. Saving file. And this is here now. Oh, this imagery is so crazy. Trying to reach for the companion block. Since the installation of my new morality core, I've lost all interest in killing. Now I only crave science. I find myself drawn to the study. Oh, sorry. I'm pleased to hear that. I find myself drawn to the study of consciousness. There's an experiment I'd like to perform during your Bring Your Cat to Work day. Wonderful. I'll have a box and the cats now. I just need to do one more thing. So this is GLaDOS speaking, by the way. What's that? Well, as long as it's for science. Oh, so a little neurotoxin, as long as it's for science. So they booted her up, and they probably thought everything was going okay, right? With the morality core. But then she did the neurotoxin thing? How long have I been out? Long enough. You're back. I never left you. There's something I wanted to ask. How did you know about the girl? Know what? That she was the one. Something in her file. She had the highest IQ? No, somewhere higher. Then she was the fastest, the most athletic? No, nothing like that. Then what? So why did he choose to put us back in there? A hunch. He had a hunch? He had a hunch that we were the one? You might still be able to save her. What? How can I get to the cryo chamber? You can't free her, but you might save her. You can patch into her cryo unit, into the reserve grid. You can resist the fuses and restart her life support. Sorry, I keep messing it up, guys. But even if it works out, there will be no wake up date. What's wrong? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Wake up date. She'll be in there indefinitely. So it's the long sleep. Or the long sleep, I don't know which is worse. Forgive me. So what's the long sleep? Is when she'll be... There's no wake up date, so it could be whenever? Is that it? Look at this image. Seeing our face so clearly, by the way. It works. Sleep well. Both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Maybe it's time I slept too. I'm so tired now. You've earned a rest. See, I told you I would always need you. So this is them dying. They're dying now, of course. All the files falling out as well. And it's the last page. Oh man, are we going to cryogenic sleep as well? Tenacity, rejected, do not test? So we were chosen not to be tested. Okay. That is the comic book. And again, you guys can maybe help me fill in the blanks on some stuff. Obviously, don't spoil anything about the actual game at all. It's one of those situations where, like, you know, if it hints at stuff that could happen that hasn't happened yet, we don't talk about it, as always. If you do talk about it, it's just going to be like a ban. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be. But my interpretation of this is that this scientist who was working on this, they were working on this consciousness that was GLaDOS. What way did they phrase it? They phrased it as a artificial consciousness. And in the process of working on this artificial consciousness, every time they would boot it up, it would destroy them and try to kill them. So they developed this idea of building a morality core that would basically stop them from killing everyone. But in the end, it didn't actually work at all. He has been watching this person from afar from a while now. Her name is Chell. And he seems to have a hunch that she could be the one maybe to take down GLaDOS, maybe the one to like save this facility in some way. And he actually thought his idea came to fruition when she destroyed GLaDOS, but in reality, she was dragged back into the facility, and now she has to do this all over again, and now she's in cryogenic sleep. But he'd set this thing where there's no end date to when she'll wake up, but she will eventually wake up. So I think that's the reason why we even like slept for so long and when we were brought back in here as well. It's set on a file do not test, and I'm wondering if that's just because like they found that we were too tenacious, too strong. We were too strong-willed maybe or something like that too. But that's the story I'm getting at here. He thinks that we maybe can take down GLaDOS. He thinks we can take apart GLaDOS. And he thinks we're like the key to all of this, and that's just a hunch that he has. He obviously is looking back on like the stuff that he's done in this facility as a regretful thing. He said that he was the reason that he brought Chell back into here as well, that he brought that Chell was even in this situation. So we have a situation where Chell, our character, is in this mess, and he feels like he's to blame, so he wants to help her out in some way. There's also this element too with this story that he has the companion cube with him, which shows like a, in a way, a psychotic episode, you could say. But I think it's intentionally trying to show like, you know, the companion cube and how people can like, you know, get attached to things, especially if he's been in this facility for so long, because look at his beard, look at his hair. That's months of growth of hair. So there's a possibility that he like has gone mad. And if he's been taking medicine before, then he's going to be taking medicine now, but like he definitely will be. And every time he takes the medicine, the cube seems to stop to talk to him because he needs his faculties, it seems, when he wanted to help out Chell. It's a really interesting element to have that in the background where he's always talking to this companion cube. And then also GLaDOS was trying to convince him that he was going crazy. Like, why would I be chasing you? That's so insane. GLaDOS has always been like this master manipulator with this stuff as well, and also been so sharp with her tongue too. But he's been watching us since the start. Even he was the one who painted the freaking mural as well of us. He sees us as maybe something that can sort this out, that can do this. So it's interesting to me to see this perspective where this is why we're in this situation now. We were dragged back into the facility, and now he helped us somehow, like with the cryogenically frozen stasis thing. So now we've woken back up as well. But it's been way into the future. That's what my interpretation of this. That's why I'm looking at this from. GLaDOS killed everyone in the facility, but he avoided the neurotoxin, which means there could be other people that could have avoided it too, but it's very clear that this is what's happened with GLaDOS and what she did to this place. And our character destroyed GLaDOS, escaped, but then was dragged back in. And now he wanted to help us just on a hunch. He thinks that we're the one to do this. We're the one that's able to do this.
Will you be joining us? Then it's settled.
That's my interpretation of this. It's a really interesting comic book. I actually love the artwork. The dialogue is really good. The sense of dread throughout of like what they're going to do next is really interesting. You can tell with the scientists that they were really wanted to make this on artificial consciousness, which is insane. They shouldn't have done it in the first place. And it went back to bite them as well also. The colors are really great. I love the companion cube color with the contrast of his colors as well. Seeing Chell from that perspective is also very interesting. Seeing our personnel file and seeing who did the artwork at one point as well, which is the mural, which I'm glad I got to see the mural in the game first because it was such a beautiful moment in terms of like, not beautiful in terms of, oh, it's gorgeous, but in terms of like, this is so eerie and like, who did this? But now knowing it was him who did this because he saw us as someone who could maybe save this place or maybe even like just take down GLaDOS, because that's what he wants. I think he wants us to take down GLaDOS. It's a very interesting idea. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. So on the YouTube membership tab and also on the Patreon tab, Patreon in the description, and YouTube membership in the join button, you can get these videos early. It's usually in a post on YouTube memberships and then on a post on Patreon as well, and it's the lowest tier of that. And you can also get all the perks in terms of the credits that you see on the screen right now, which is all the names going by for €10 on both the membership for the join button down below and also on Patreon. And also I'll read out your name, which I'm about to do right now, and that will also be for the €15 tier on both YouTube and Patreon. It's Typhara 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Liam, High Kasparian, Jared Beanman, Neo Sharite, and the highest tier by YouTube as well, Roll 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.